Hello there. This is yet another recording, and I am going to start a timer, and the timer will be for, say, 30 minutes. 30. Let's do 28 minutes, right? I will start by reminding myself and going over the main areas of focus I want to focus on throughout this recording. So, area number one is view, vulnerability, impartiality, empathy, and wonder. I cannot do it like this, so. And wonder. And area number two is paying attention to my breath and to my body. And area number three is enjoyment. How can I, what, how can I enjoy this, doing this? What makes it, this recording, an enjoyable experience? And with area number two, focus, pay attention to my breath and body. The last time I recorded, during the last recording, I discovered that phrasing that made it that I really liked, and it was letting myself to feel my breath and to feel the sensations in my body. So it's not only about paying attention to those, but it feels like it's intertwined with vulnerability. So letting myself being touched by the sensations that come from my breath, or with my breath, and the sensations in my body. So it's more from that, it comes more from that. And so those are the main areas of focus for today's recording. And I'm gonna take my wristwatch so that to start a 5-minute timer that will remind me, maybe we could do a 3-minute timer actually. That will remind me to slow down, and pay attention to my breath and body, and let myself to be touched by these sensations. And we'll continue today going over the architecture, of Java, GitHub Java project architecture that I generated. But before I do this, I want to share a cool thing that I'm into, starting from yesterday. So I started making smoothies, and I bought a blender, a pretty powerful blender, and it arrived yesterday, and I was super excited about having that blender and making smoothies, because I had unsuccessful experiments with doing those in my past, and but the way I approached it was I I don't even know how to describe, like, what adjective was. It was extremistic, I think, or extreme. So I was living with my parents in that period, and for a couple of years, because of my depression and all that, and um, they lived in a private. They lived in a private house, so, and there was a garden around this house, that house, and there was all sorts of fruits and greens there, and so I just took as much, as many, or as much of those as possible, and mixed those together, and the taste was awful. One of the things that one of my the mistakes that I did there, I put a lot of rucola. I don't know how to say that in English. Let's I don't, yeah, forget it. Doesn't matter. So, 3 minutes has passed, so I'm gonna start another timer and slow down, let myself notice my breath and my body, the bottoms of my feet, my hands, my arms, the tension in my diaphragm. Diaphragm. Is this the right way of saying it? So I did it the wrong way. Those smoothies from the past, they tasted horribly. They had a horrible taste, and I did it for several days, and stopped because it was not an enjoyable thing to drink. And for some reason, I didn't think of just finding ingredients that would make a tasty smoothie, or that would result in a tasty smoothie. So I just thought that I should eat as much healthy things as possible, and so I put it too many, and I stopped doing that. So, which that eventually would have been less healthy than regulating and doing it in mild quantities and combinations. So now, having made those mistakes, I approached it differently. I went to yesterday. I went to 2 grocery stores, and I purchased a lot of different fruits and berries and greens and a yogurt and a cheese, like white cheese, like cottage cheese, and cinnamon, and like I purchased sweet potatoes, melon, what else? Beetroot, apples. So, like, obviously apples and bananas and carrot and nuts and frozen raspberries and frozen strawberries. And so this is another timer that reminded me to slow down, notice my breath, and notice my body, the sensations in my body, and let myself feel those, be touched by those. Oh, one thing that I didn't do, or haven't done since I started this recording, is I didn't explicitly focus or included or paid attention to that I'm being recorded. Oh, and you know what? One of the things that I noticed with people, especially with when I'm having conversations with natives, or in English with people in English, I squeeze myself, I squeeze my throat, or I modify my voice during the those conversations, and my throat is not throat, and my throat is not relaxed, so it's there is a lot of tension in my throat. Now it is relaxed, and now it feels the voice is much deeper and lower, and it feels better. And I want to also pay attention and see, compare how it feels when I'm speaking using when speaking with my throat relaxed, and when I'm speaking the way I'm used to speak. And also, I noticed that this time, when the timer went off, I got a little frustrated because I felt interrupted, and I was sharing some interesting things about me, and I am excited to notice my frustrations, to notice how they appear, what I react with frustrations, to things I react with. I get frustrated. So that was cool. So I purchased so many different things yesterday, and I made my first smoothie, and it was what? What was it? I don't remember the name of the fruit, so I'm gonna skip one. It was banana. It was cinnamon. It was cottage cheese, yogurt, walnuts, water, probably something else, but I don't remember it. And I really liked. So I prepared all those ingredients, and I unpackaged the blender, and it has a jar, so it's not this blender. So it's like with blades. You put all the ingredients inside the jar, just blend it, and the blades are at the bottom of this jar. And so I did it, and it was delicious. I liked the taste. Oh, I put a little bit of fresh lemon. Then I did another smoothie today in the morning. So my breakfast was a smoothie, and it was a little less delicious. And it contained a carrot, an apple, uh, I don't remember what else. Some seeds, yogurt, cottage cheese as well, cinnamon. There was a third. Oh, it was greens. Some greens. I don't remember the name of spinach. I don't know how to say this in English. So I did it, and it was pretty tasty, but not a little less tasty than it was yesterday. Still, I enjoyed it, and I noticed that I didn't have any energy changes after I drank it, basically. So my energy, I didn't become sleepy or tired or anything. I felt almost no changes in my body, and that I stayed fresh, and that I liked. But it is unusual, and I think I'm used to, and psychologically, to having a certain state after eating a heavy meal that contains some greasy foods like sausages and eggs and bread and mushrooms. Interesting. So I'm used to certain, and my body is used to certain state during and after the meal, and so I think I might need to get used to it. And another timer went off. So I have planned another smoothie today. It will be, most likely, it'll be sweet potatoes, and it will not contain any yogurt or cottage cheese because I think I might get bored by using all the same ingredients, or almost the same ingredients for each and every smoothie. So I want to have different ones, but this time with this next smoothie, I will use cooked ingredients. So sweet potato, I'll bake it first, and then I will put it into the smoothie. So this I'm curious about this, and I'm so excited about trying different recipes, different ingredients, different vegetables, different fruits, different berries, and trying sweet smoothies and trying salty smoothies. And also I thought about doing like a cream soup. So basically making a smoothie, a salty smoothie, and putting there cooked chicken breast, for example, or some shrimps or some other meat, and having like smoothie as a base, for the foundation for the soup, and then just warming up the soup warming the soup up in a microwave. Yeah. So it's not only about and there are so many different recipes and types of smoothie that I can try, and using ChatGPT really helps in this. Without it, I think it would have been way less enjoyable experience, because I can throw at it different ingredients and say like, hey, please come up with some recipes and recommendations how to make this thing taste good, and I want this, I have this, and well, the two recipes that I followed, I enjoyed, and I think most of the recipes ChatGPT will give me I will probably like. So it is so much easier to use ChatGPT to create these recipes based on what I have, rather than search for those recipes on the internet, because that's I really don't like doing that, searching the internet like for the recipes. I did it for like meals, but it's just horrible. I didn't like it. And to me, ChatGPT is basically a flexible alternative to the internet. So it's like internet, but I can customize. I can, based on my requirements and criteria, I can quickly get customized solutions for my specific case. So it is wonderful. Like it's so impressive. Okay. So that's with smoothies, and I think it is a pretty big thing and it will have a dramatic impact on my life, because first of all, now with it, I get access to so many different meals, delicious meals, but extreme, and also so many delicious meals to cook those. It's easy to to cook those, and also they're super healthy. So the impact on my health might be very positive. So we'll see. I'm curious about the long run, how it will play out, because how it plays out on the long run, because in the long run, because it's like with anything new, it's a couple of weeks, and then afterwards I get bored. But we'll see. I I'm pretty confident about this one, because making these smoothies is pretty easy. The taste is good. There's a lot of novelty and space of experimentation and changing things up a little bit, so that I'll have a lot of diversity in the smoothies that I'll have, and I'm curious how it affects my mood, how it affects my energy levels, how it affects my productivity, and my state during the day. So we'll see. Okay, now let's get back to the architecture part. So we stopped here on the proposed discussing. We were reviewing the proposed directory structure, and there were the structure was created in the spirit of the DDD, domain-driven design or development. So there's an identity, which I want to hear chat or AI's reasoning behind these namings. So okay, identity, cool, but is it the DDD concept? Is it some sort of an approach concept, or is it just a word or the term that it used that reflects grouping therapists, users, and staff users in the best possible way? So that I'm curious about. And we have a domain, and we have a couple of models here in the repositories. This is interesting to me. What's the difference between, for example, JPA therapist repository versus this repository? Is like this one, we'll use this one, or how do they interact? What are the dependencies here? What the dependency graph will look like? And we have application, a couple of use cases, authenticate therapist, authenticate user. There is no authenticate staff, but I think that is because, well, my first thought was that it's because we haven't gotten into implementing the staff area yet. But no, I think it's because this is an example. It is more as an example. It serves more as an example to what the directory structure will look like, but to what the directory structure looks like. But the actual structure will be a little bit different, and the names here will be different. So booking, domain, service. So what's new here? There is a service in the domain, booking, domain, service, couple of repos, an event. Oh, yet another timer went off. So I am reminded to notice my breath, notice my body, and then let me to feel it. Cool. So we have booking, and domain contains now additional stuff. Application has also the command, book consultation command, and this is what I will also learn from either by doing this or by reading a book, another book. I have a book that I'm slowly reading on the learning domain-driven design. Infrastructure, presentation, cool. Catalog, nothing new here. Application, use cases, presentation, web. I'm curious what can be here, and can we? Oh, this is why he. Cool. Webhook. I'm not sure that it's a good thing to do to just have a one directory. Okay, we have resources, and the app configuration is done by using YAML, the YAML format. And we store messages in the properties files. Database templates for cool. So we have layout. I'm curious how he did it with. So we should have already some templates here. So do we have a layout? Yeah, we have a main layout. Okay, so here, cool styles, landing, header, ref, time-lapse syntax. Great. Main layout fragment. Okay, let's see. So we have this, and we have landing, and on landing we have psychologist. Okay, there it is. So how is it that? Oh, I see. So it just did what I asked it to not do, but like you can expect it. So okay, we have the list, and this part is a little weird to me, but okay. Why do we need to repeat this? In head, I think this is just a replacement for this layout tile pattern. Each text, who knows? I'm not sure about this one. Okay, I'm curious how this works in TimeLift. In TimeLift, so we definitely have the same main tag with layout fragment content as we have it here. Layout, layout. There is no class like this. This class is absent. Okay, cool. But this is curious. I'm so excited to learn how this is organized in Java. But what I like here is that we have, there is probably, it seems that there is a mechanism for layouts in TimeLift, and there is also the header. So this is weird, header, DH prime and header. Cool. And how do we use this with this, for example? And what's like, how is it then? Where is it? Fragments, we need lending, not fragments, we need lending. What? List. Cool, but where is the how do we lay it? Wow, cool. There it is. Layout decorate. Had, but where is the header? No. Header. Do we do something with the sort here? Nope. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up for today, and I'd love to go on, but I have a call in 10 minutes, so I want to prepare. So thank you for I'm gonna thank myself for recording this video and notice one last time my breath in my body, and see you.